Hey everyone, and welcome to day number 7 of Ethany's 31 Days of Tarot for 2019. And today's topic is most worked with deck of 2018. And in my case, that's a deck that came with a game, Arcanum. This one was published by Lo Scarabeo. Oops. And that's what the board looks like. It is a game that, even the guidebook, or in this case the manual, comes like typical Lo Scarabeo books in different languages. And you can see how it's played. And the premise of the game is that there are 4 houses named after the 4 suits. And it's a strategy game. So one house has to win, and then it gives you all these explanations on how to play the game. And then it gives you at least the major arcana that are that give you things to do. For example, if you have the star card, you draw 2 minor arcana and you get 2 victory points. Things like that. So that is the game, and I only bought this because when I saw it on the back, it had some of the cards, and I saw them and I just had to get it simply for the cards. And the deck that's used in this game, it's this one. Let me see if I can bring it closer. It's this one, and that is, for the most part, the Initiatory Golden Dawn Tarot by Lo Scarabeo, and I've got the original deck here. And I thought I'm just going to show you the differences because the deck in the game is a mix of the Initiatory Golden Dawn and Ludy Lescot. And a few cards in here were switched, and this one, it's not, like this one has different cards. For example, all the aces, 2 and 6 of swords, all knaves, the lovers, the devil, the star, and the world have been switched and replaced by cards from the Ludy Lescot, but not exactly the same card. For example, the lover's card in this one, and I'm going to show you that in a second, is not the lover's card from the Ludy Lescot. They took a different card from that deck, but since this was done by Lo Scarabeo, I trust that they at least somehow knew what they were doing. And you will see with the knaves, they didn't take knaves except for 1, and so this gives us a completely new interpretation. So I'm just gonna go through the cards, and one thing you will notice, like the Lo Scarabeo deck has the typical white borders and all these different languages and red numbers. Like on all the cards you have these big red numbers. And with this one, the major arcana are black, the swords are blue, wands are green, pentacles are yellow, and the cups are red. And that's based on the game, the 4 different colors for the 4 different houses. And aside from that, there are no words on any of these cards. You only have the number on the top that goes for each of the cards, and then only a symbol on the bottom for the minor arcana, and the major arcana have the number once again. So now I'll just do a quick flip through, and some of the cards have been mirrored. I don't know why they felt the necessity to do that, but it doesn't bother me. So these ones are still the same. This one has been mirrored. And here we have a difference, the lover's card, because since it is a family game, they took out all the nudity, and this is one of the cards that was replaced, and I think this is, correct me if I'm wrong, in the Ludy Lescot, the 8 of Cups, but it still works. I still see someone making a choice because she's very hesitant and he doesn't understand why. So it works for me. We have the Chariot. And so far, they're all the same. This one has been mirrored once again. And then it said the Devil card was exchanged. I don't really care for this Devil card. I like this one much more. And also in the Ludy Lescot, you will see it's not zoomed in as in this picture because this has naked bodies here as well. But they zoomed in, cut that naked part off, and so it works. And I have to say I like this Devil card much more than any Devil card that looks like this. So the Star for nudity has been exchanged, and I like this one better. Yeah, they zoomed in a little bit and cut the nakedness out of it, and therefore they kept the card. And then this one is different, and I have to say I really prefer this one. Now the aces have been changed, and they took all the aces from the Ludy Lescot exactly the way they were. I don't know why, because the aces have no nudity. I don't know why that was exchanged. I haven't played the game, so I can't really say if that makes more sense to have them for the game. So here, once again, nudity, and I actually like this one. Especially with the red and white glove, this gives me more to work with, at least for me. So for the most part, they're still the same. Here's the difference. And once again, I prefer this one because this has the, you know, venturing off into a new future or something, more readable for me than this one. And here's the difference. We have a Princess of Swords, and then we have the original 7 of Cups from the Ludy Lescot. And what's even really interesting, this church-like window that you see, the stained glass window, in the back has the Rider-Waite-Smith 7 of Swords on it. But I really like this card. For me, it's very readable. This is a character that I wouldn't trust. It doesn't have to, for me, it doesn't have to be like the original version or meaning of the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. For me, if this card comes up, then it's for a reason, so it works for me, even if it's a bit different. And here, the Ace of Wands is different. And then the rest is all the same until we get to the Princess, or the Knave, and here we have, I believe, the 7 of Wands that was used to replace it. And then the rest is the same again. And here is the Ace of Pentacles. And the rest is once again pretty much the same. And here we have the Princess, and this is the Knave of Pentacles in the Ludy Lescot, I believe. I don't have that deck yet, so I can't really do a side-by-side comparison. And then the rest of the cards are still the way they were. And here's the Ace of Cups. And I have to say, I quite like that image with the water going up instead of down. So this is very interesting to read. And the rest of the cards pretty much the same. here is a difference, and this is the Three of Pentacles from the Ludy Lescot, but once again, for me, readable. Now that I know what it's from, because in the beginning I was wondering, okay, why is he painting the Three of Pentacles, Rider-Waite-Smith picture on there, just like with the Seven of Swords. But now that I know it, I can incorporate that in my reading and read this a bit differently. And then the rest of the cards, oh, I have mixed them up. Of course, it's like that. Okay, so that is my most worked with deck for last year. And I have to say I really enjoyed it because since it came with the game, there was no guidebook or anything, and I hadn't known about the original when I got this. I found that out much later. And so this really forced me to use my intuition and to, for once, not have the option of relying on the guidebook, or if I don't know anything that I can always turn to the guidebook, look it up. No, this really forced me to work with the cards and only the cards and nothing else, and that was a really good teaching moment for me, so that's why I really enjoyed it, and I will continue to work with this deck in 2019 to get much more into it, especially now that I have the original deck, so to speak, and I can get into the meanings of the cards and the symbolism much more to work with it even better. So, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!